Hi, welcome back to the Palate Pursuit. Today we're going to be making mozzarella sticks. This is what you'll need. So let's get started. If you decided to use string cheese like me, make sure you unwrap all your pieces of string cheese. I have about 6 pieces of string cheese. If you want to just buy a block of mozzarella, you can do that as well. You'll need to slice it up into 2 or 3 inch long sticks, I guess, to equal about the same amount and get the same size that you would get if you were using string cheese. So with the string cheese, I am just going to cut it in half to get the size that I want. And this is what the string cheese should look like when you're done. Now you want to take your egg, make sure you have a container for this, and crack it inside and beat it as if you were going to take it and make scrambled eggs with it. Make sure that there's no white left or there's no yolk left. It should be a creamy yellow color. Then I'm going to take some milk and add about a teaspoon of that. You don't have to add milk, you can use water, and blend it again and make sure it's nice and liquidy because we're going to use this as an egg wash to dip our mozzarella sticks into. Now you want to take the Italian style breadcrumbs with about 1/4 of a teaspoon of salt. I also added in some Flavor God garlic lever seasoning to give it a garlicky flavor, and blend it together with a fork. So then what you want to do is take your cheese, first dip it in the flour, then in the blended eggs, and then into your breadcrumb mixture, making sure to coat the entire piece of cheese, and then let it sit on a piece of wax paper. Again, in the flour, then in the egg wash, and then in the breadcrumb mixture, and then let it sit. Okay, so you're gonna coat the cheese a second time, this time only in the egg and the breadcrumbs. So you're gonna take the cheese, dip it back in your egg mixture, and then dip it into your breadcrumbs one more time to make sure that it's fully coated and it can be nice and crisp when it's time to cook it. After you've coated all your sticks, make sure that you let them sit for 5 minutes. After they sit for 5 minutes, then what you wanna do is take a container and put them inside. You want to freeze them for at least 2 hours. I would suggest that you freeze it overnight. After the cheese is frozen, you can cook them. I decided to fry them. I haven't tried baking them yet, but I'm sure you could. But what you want to do is take a little bit of oil, barely enough to cover the sticks, and make sure the heat is on low. After they're golden brown and the cheese is melted, they're pretty much done and ready to go. As you can see, some of my cheese started oozing out, but that's okay. Now all that's left for you to do is drain them on a paper towel, but don't leave them for too long so that they don't stick to the paper, and then serve them. I made a quick 10-minute marinara. If you want to learn how to make it, please go to thepalatePursuit.com. Enjoy them hot because you don't want your cheese to get all hard. I hope you guys enjoyed this recipe, and thank you so much for watching.